What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Sunday Live.
Today is Saturday.
Saturday? Why am I ahead of myself?
Because with the convention starting on a Thursday, that's why. Because I kept thinking it was Sunday too, and no, today is only Saturday.
Today's only Saturday, so I gained an extra day. That's how that works.
Right. Saturday, January 31st, because January didn't take long enough. We're
Last
finally
day.
at the end of it.
Last day of January.
Why is it January is always the longest month of the year?
There's other months with 31st.
No, I'm talking like, why does it feel like the longest month of the year?
Because Christmas, I think. I think you go through Christmas, and then
It's like depressing.
There's the credit card debt that people incur during Christmas season, and then they're trying to like, oh, holy shit, how do I pay this off by next Christmas?
I know January is sad for me because I love Christmas so much, and then you take all the Christmas decorations down, and nothing seems happy, and yeah.
Yeah, it is.
But today is the last day of it. We're over it.
Yeah. Is it a leap year this year?
No.
We already went through this, I think.
No leap year.
We already
No, because my sister doesn't get a birthday this year.
That's right. Your sister is a leap year baby, right? So how old would she be? Have you done the math on that to actually figure that out?
Her next birthday, she'll be 12.
She'll be 12. And in real life, she's 44. It would be 44. Right?
Well, her next birthday is a couple years from now. So in real life, she's like 40, almost 46.
I got you. Well, welcome in everybody who's watching the live from wherever it is you might be. Let us know in the chat where you guys are watching from. If you're watching the replay, hello. You missed the live stream on Saturday. This is for everybody who is watching the live. We have this going on today. I just set this up before I came on. We got free shipping on orders over $200 at BertaProudDad.com. I'm advertising that to the live stream only. So you're lucky. Because you use promo code Alberta on the website. Orders over $200. You're going to be able to
save some cash.
Save some shipping, right? Shipping.
Well, it's still cash in general. It turns into cash. Yes,
it turns into cash because you're not paying for the shipping. So appreciate you guys being here for that. So I'll be putting that up on the screen there throughout the live stream this morning. I think we should do this regularly. Maybe not on a Saturday. Saturdays are usually busy days for us, but maybe on a Sunday.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Appreciate you guys being here. So this is what I wanted to talk about. So we've been covering the Conservative Party of Canada convention in Calgary. We were invited to cover that convention as influencers, which is really cool. It's pretty neat to see, political parties do this, and Conservatives aren't the only ones that do this. The Liberals have their influencers, the NDP have their influencers, whether it be on a federal level or a provincial level. Everybody, there are content creators that do politics like yourself and myself. So the internet lost their shit because I was invited to this Conservative convention to cover it. I'm doing my damnedest to do it, right? You're seeing it. I'm doing interviews, which will come out on the channel, talking with people. But let's ask you, what's the majority? Well, before we get into that, I want to show this video quick because we do have news if people haven't seen it yet, but they've probably seen it already. But let's watch this first, and then we'll move on to the other thing.
Of the Calgary National Conservative Convention here in Calgary, Alberta. And today is the day, ladies and gentlemen, that we will find out where Pierre lies in the leadership review. I am expecting anywhere from 75% to 80% support for Pierre to continue leading this party, and we will get back to you as soon as we know the numbers.
There you go. So I could totally hear you drinking. I wonder if they heard that at home. Do you think they heard that at home? I literally heard the water going down your throat when it was weird. It was really weird. But anyway, so yeah, Pierre Poilievre, we do have the results. Results came in 87.4% approval rating, which being in that room yesterday.
Not surprising.
I called it like 75 to 80% is kind of what I was figuring was going to happen.
You know what? All the support I saw, I kind of expected it to be a little higher than that, actually. So you knew he was winning that, hands down.
Yeah, he had a really good speech last night too. It was really nice to see. But 87.4%. So the Conservative Party of Canada is going to move forward with Pierre Poilievre as their leader, which is awesome. I'm down for that. I think it's great. But that's being overshadowed in my life a little bit by some bullshit that's happening on social media. And this morning I put a post out that there's a faction within the independence movement. Now, through and through, 100%, I support Alberta independence. Right? It took me a while to get to that point in my life. You know, I did all the research. I did everything you're supposed to do. Right? I didn't allow anybody bully me into a corner.
Right.
I had friends who were independent minded. They were always trying to, you know, tell me, hey, do this research, do that research, look into this. Chris Scott was one of them that really did educate me a lot to get to this moment.
Well, and you were very honest with all those people too. You're like, I'm not saying no, but I'm just saying I'm not there yet. I just need to do a little bit more research. So you were very honest with everyone going into it.
Yeah, I don't lie, right? Like I'm a realist in a lot of things that I do. I stood with Danielle Smith and thinking that we could have a more sovereign Alberta within a united Canada, and that's actually what I thought, right? Until the election happened. When the election happened, that was a big eye-opening experience for me, right? And then people started crossing the floor from the Conservatives to the Liberal Party. And that's when I was like, you know what, I'm done. Like, I love my province. If you're not going to have a by-election, right, have another election, if you're crossing the floor, then like, I'm done. I'm finished, right? But two things can be true. You can support your Conservative brothers and sisters in this country that you've voted with, that you've spoke with, that you've created content with, that you know in person, and still support Alberta independence. How do you feel about that?
I absolutely think you're right. And I mean, that goes into the hundreds of people that you talked to, I talked to yesterday and the day before, asking those questions about Alberta independence, and people from Ontario and Nova Scotia and all of that stuff. And you know what? It was really nice to see. We got some questions of why we supported and things like that. And people were very open, saying, we want Alberta to stay a part of Canada, but we understand why Alberta feels the way that it does.
Yeah.
So there wasn't hate in that room.
No, there's a couple people that came at me a little bit hot, right? Like and that's what I want to talk about, the Conservative Convention, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we've been doing at the Conservative Convention. Yes, we've been covering the Conservative Convention, but a lot of the questions that are coming to us, because they know we support Alberta independence, are independence-minded questions, right? And so we've been spending basically the past 2 days taking pictures with people, talking with people, including politicians, members of parliament, you know, EAs, people that, you know, are very involved in federal politics, explaining our side of Alberta independence. And, you know, nobody's seeing that on Twitter, or nobody's seeing that on Facebook or any of the content we're doing. But those over, I would say, 300 conversations in the last 2 days with people in the room from all over this country, from Vancouver to Halifax to Quebec, Ontario, wherever they might come from, having these independence conversations. And they're coming up to us, asking us about this. So they already know we are independent-minded individuals.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that people aren't seeing. But, you know, this comes out yesterday, this post here, you know, and I'm taking the person out because they're involved in the independence movement. I'm taking their name out because there's no point in throwing shade on somebody.
Right.
I'm not here to throw shade.
That's not you.
This is a warning. This is what this is a warning to people who are independent-minded individuals like me. I'm a private citizen. Yeah, I have a platform, right? We both have platforms. But we're private citizens who support Alberta independence. Whether or not we go to a Conservative Party convention or not, it was probably more valuable being able to cover this event and talk about independence. But this is what I get. This is the thanks I get, right, from people on my own side. Looks like he's back on Team Pierre and federalism. That's what I get, because I put out this video right here. This video.
Going on, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the room. Everybody is piling in. We are waiting for Pierre Poilievre to show up and speak to the crowd. There's not going to be enough seats for everybody. I can guarantee you that. People are filing in as we speak. This is insane.
So I would like to know, in that video, where did I say fuck the independence movement?
No, you didn't.
I'm doing what I was asked to do at the Conservative Convention, right? I have followers in Halifax. I have followers in Quebec. I have followers all over this great country.
Well, we know that because you had conversations with all of them.
Yeah, that's right. Right. So
there's a lot of support out there.
So this is not me throwing shade out of, because if I wanted to throw shade, I would put the tweet up with the person's username.
Mhm.
I have a mad respect for the person that made this tweet. You know, they've done a lot of work in the independence movement, and they continue to do a lot of work in the independence movement. I just find it really unfortunate that we're starting to follow this cult-like mentality when it comes down to independence. Because think about it. You can still support your conservative brothers and sisters. You can do that. A cult tells you to turn your back on your friends and your
Right.
family. That's what a cult does.
Mhm.
And this is exactly what he's trying to do in this tweet, is to make me, to attack my character, to assassinate my character publicly online for clicks and likes, because he knows I'm a very vocal Albertan. I met this guy at the Big Four for the first time last week, shook his hand, and not even how many days later, this guy is roasting me or attempting to roast me on socials. He doesn't have a platform anywhere else. He's only on X. He knows I'm on every other platform, right? I'm not going to start a fight with this guy because it's about independence in the movement. But I want to be very clear to the people that are in this movement. Avoid people who are going to tell you not to be friends with other people within Canada.
Well, this is what's going to tear this movement apart, right? That's always how it is with any movement. There's always a bad seed in there that starts muddying the waters, and then people don't know what to do anymore because they
Yeah.
see the drama involved in it. And
Mhm.
that's what, that's typically what wrecks everything, right?
We saw it with the
look at
Freedom Convoy.
PVC, right? There's somebody, there's
Yeah.
always infighting of some sort. And
I don't want
usually-
that. Like, I don't want any infighting. I truly don't want that. I think every single person in Alberta should be educating themselves on
Mhm.
Alberta independence.
Yeah.
Every single person, like I did. Like, it took me so long to get to the party, right? Everybody should be able to have their own voice, have their own opinion. But to come out and attack somebody's character for clicks and likes, I hope you got your dopamine hit. Like, I hope the dopamine hit, because you knew exactly what you were doing. You were going to a guy who had a huge following at the Big Four, who took pictures with people left, right, and center, who was having actual real conversations about why I came to the independence movement. And then now I'm sitting at the bank of the BMO Center, and you took that moment to try to attack my character. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a separatist. I'm for independence in Alberta. That's who I am. And you are too.
Mhm.
Right? I'm waiting on my canvassing badge.
I already got mine.
Yeah, you already got. It's weird that I don't have mine. It's very weird that I don't have
We didn't
mine.
check the mail yesterday though, so it could be in there.
Hopefully it's in there.
Mhm.
Cross my fingers that it's in there. And here's the thing, right? I've been selling this independence merch. I'm taking that money, and I was going to contact people and say, hey, I want to pay for venues. I want to pay for signing locations. I want to do this stuff. And then you got guys like this coming out. Like, I might just go give the money to fucking charity now.
Mhm.
Because why would I go and pay for venues when this is happening? But I am talking with somebody else within the independence movement, and we might have a good spot to put that money, which I'm very, very grateful for, because I'm not aligned with Stay Free Alberta. I'm not aligned with the APP. I'm not aligned with anybody. I can take the profits from the independence merch and I can give it to a homeless person on the street, and
Mhm.
nobody can do anything about that.
Yeah.
But I am in contact with somebody within the independence movement that might need funding for certain things. So we will go that route maybe. But
think-
this was going to be a check that I was going to write. But because now I'm this guy who's a federalist, apparently, and you're going to treat me like a piece of shit, I'm going to go and give it to the best person that I think is going to do the most work.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to do.
Well, I think people need to put their egos aside.
100%.
Right? That's 100% what this was it was an ego, whether it was because they weren't invited to the convention, whether it was they don't like you in general, whatever it was, right? Put your egos aside, because at the end of the day, we're all fighting for the same thing.
Yeah,
And
I would think so.
And by doing something like this, you're breaking something.
Well, put
right?
yourself, what was the point of the
You're
tweet?
breaking the trust of other people that are watching you.
Yeah. What's the point of the tweet? Like, when you make a tweet like that, right? What is the point? Like, what are you trying to achieve? There's always got to
Right.
be something. Whenever I put a post out there, there has to be something of achievement. So when I talk about Naheed Nenshi, I'm trying to discredit Naheed Nenshi as a qualified leader in Alberta because I don't agree with his values or beliefs, and I don't actually think he's pro-Albertan. So that is what I'm trying to achieve when I make a post, right? When you make a post calling me a federalist, when 4 days before that, I was literally 5 days before that, I was supporting independence, talking with people, and still actively support independence and do posts that literally say, you can be two things. You can support your conservative brothers and sisters in Canada and support Alberta. You can have them both. So ask yourself, what was the point of the tweet? It was to assassinate my character. He knows what I'm doing. He knows what the work I'm doing in the movement. He knows I'm pushing the movement. He knows that people are listening to me in the movement. He knows all this. The only thing that he was trying to achieve was to assassinate my character.
Right.
And that is ego.
Well, and that's the thing. So if you're only going to places that support separation, who are you talking to?
An echo chamber.
So
That's it.
why would you not go out and talk to people that are maybe a little on the fence, maybe have some questions, maybe just want to get some answers so that they can make an informed decision on their own, right? Why wouldn't you be going to other places?
Absolutely. And that's what we've been doing. We've gone to, and it hasn't been easy, like being at that conservative convention with people from Toronto who are like, hey man, like, why do you support independence? You know what I mean? Like, that's where you are having real conversations. That's
Right.
where you are having face-to-face discussions with people who don't agree with you, who want you to stay in Canada. And that's what we've been doing. Over 300 conversations over the past 2 days.
Yeah.
We're going to go down there. We're going to go down there again today. It's going to happen again. Like, people are coming up to us, and we're not the only ones either, right? So that's the other thing. So I'm attacked, so not attacked. I'm not going to take it as an attack. What I'm going to say is I'm being called out for something. But Juno News puts this out. Sorry, guys, I don't have it on the screen overlay because I forgot. But let me pull this up. Juno News. Alberta separatists among Conservative Convention delegates. I was not a delegates. We spoke to one. So people that are voting on policy, voting for Pierre Poilievre to stay on as leader or not, are self-proclaimed separatists as well. And they're at that convention, yet I'm the one. So that's what I mean, right? That's what I mean is I respect everybody in the movement, even the guy who made this tweet. Like I said, I respect him for his work that he's doing within the movement. I know he's doing stuff, and I do respect him for that. And that's not ever going to go away. But fucking show some back. That's all I'm saying. Like, if you don't like me as a person, that's fine. But you know damn well I've been talking about this movement. So if you don't have an ego and you're doing this for the right reasons, show some back.
Right.
That's basically it. Or just keep it all away together, because there's no point. There's no point. This doesn't help anybody. That's another thing. There's me and a couple other people. I'm not going to announce it yet, but it is coming. We're going to go on a speaking tour in Alberta on behalf of independence. And it's got nothing to do with Stay Free Alberta. It's got nothing to do with Alberta Prosperity Project. It's got everything to do with getting, like we're doing at the convention. I want to talk to people who are opposed to independence. I don't want to go into a building and talk to people that are all for it. That's great and all.
Yeah.
But you're not growing your base.
You guys already signed. We want to talk to people that don't know if they want to sign or not yet.
Exactly. And that's where you're going to make change. And that's how we're going to get this over the finish line. And that's what I truly want to do. I've been talking to members of parliament. I've been talking to MLAs. Okay, that only goes so far. What about Joe the farmer, or the person, your doctor, or the person that works at the pharmacist, or the daycare worker, or the grocery store clerk? What about those people? Those are the people I want to talk to. Those are the people that actually we need.
Yeah.
And that's what we're doing. I know APP APP's on hold right now, but the Stay Free Alberta are doing their rounds. Great. You know what? By all means, go do your rounds. Do everything you can. I'm not an organization. I'm a guy on the internet. If you want to come meet me and you're opposed to independence, or you're not quite there yet, I'll have a conversation with you, and I'll be at a hall near you one day. Stay tuned to the channel. All right. I'm not there on behalf of anybody. I'm not raising money for anybody. I don't want any money from anybody. I don't need any of that. I want to be at a hall, and some of those proceeds are going to go to that too. Right. The money I was going to give to Stay Free Alberta, I'm going to use it for that, because why the fuck not?
Yeah.
I can. Right. That's what we're going to do. And I'm excited about that. So that's all I wanted to say. you know, there is a cult-like mentality within the movement, and it's not everybody. It's not even, it's like a 0.1%, but a 0.1% can ruin a lot.
That it can snowball real quick, right? I mean, we've seen it with every movement. Is something happens, other people jump on board because of ego or whatever it is, and then now we have nothing.
Yeah.
We've seen it
Yeah.
time and time again. We've seen it. Somebody always gets in there, and we just need to.
I'm not saying that that's what this guy is doing, but what I'm saying is if it continued to go,
I'm saying that's not what they're not doing, though.
yeah, that's true. That you're right. But if it continues to go unchecked, right, then yeah, it's probably going to turn into something it should never turn into.
Yeah.
And you know, the independence movement is growing like crazy in Alberta, and there's no point. We need allies in this fight. And at the end of the day, you got to put your ego aside. You got to put your Twitter following aside. You got to put everything aside. Who cares how many followers you have on Twitter or X or fucking Instagram or wherever? That don't mean shit. It doesn't mean nothing if we can't get this over the finish line.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm going to do so while supporting the Conservative Party of Canada, because what if it doesn't happen? Well, we better not make enemies with the Conservative Party of Canada, because if we can't get this over the finish line, we're going to have to now build relationships and try it a different way, or continue with separation and still maintain conservatives federally, hopefully. Like, I'm a realist and people don't like that. Like, are you just not going to vote in the next federal election now because you're an independence-minded individual?
Yeah.
Like that's what I don't understand. Like, I'm voting in the next federal election. We're talking about a spring election, maybe. Are you voting in the next federal election?
Absolutely.
Like that's what I ask people now. They're like, Alberta #1, fuck the feds. Agreed. But a federal election.
But what if?
Yeah, a federal election comes along. I'm not going to say fuck the feds. I'm going to vote because that's what they want you to do. They don't want you to vote. That's Mark Carney doesn't want you to vote. Best thing you can do in a federal election, go vote. And then you get the people to say, well, your vote doesn't matter. Totally get it. Still go vote.
Yeah.
Right? Because I don't want liberal MPs in Alberta.
No.
That's the last thing I want, is liberal MPs just all over this province.
Right.
Right? Because if they have influence federally, they're going to do everything in their power to stop this separation. So you have to play on both sides. You have to understand, yes, I'm an independent. It's the same reason I support Danielle Smith. Danielle Smith hasn't come out and said she supports independence. I'm going to see Danielle Smith today. We're going to see the premier today. You're going to shake her hand, going to have a nice conversation with her. But the thing is I'm still going to support her. She's the government. She's the person writing policy, or she's the head of the government, of the people doing policy and everything else. She's the reason we're allowed to get petitions, to get signatures. Like, this whole mentality of fuck the feds, fuck Danielle Smith, fuck this. It's kindergarten.
Yeah.
It's literally kindergarten.
Well, it just comes back to what you said at the beginning of this live, is two things can be true at once.
Yep.
We can be both.
You're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. And I get it. People are angry, man. Like, I'm angry. Like, I hate what the feds have done to us. I hate the transfer payments that we send to the East. Talking to people from Quebec last night, right? They're like, we don't want your money. Like, we should be extracting our own resource. Yeah. Like, it's amazing what happens when you get out of your little fucking echo chamber and you go and talk to people from this country. Like, a lot of them agree with us on independence.
Oh, 100%. That was every single person I talked to was very much like that. It was very much, we understand why Alberta feels the way it has. It's gotten the shit end of the stick for a long time, and we get it.
Yeah, exactly. I get it. I totally get it. It's just sad that people don't see it. And you know what? There's a lot of you guys that do see it. And what I'm going to say to you is, if you support Alberta independence, do it because you support it. Not because your neighbor forced you to do it or somebody bullied you into it. If you really, truly want to create change, educate the masses and allow them to create or to make an informed decision. Right. Right. And that's truly what I want to do, is educate the masses and allow them to have an informed decision. The next person on the next podcast releasing next Wednesday is Chris Scott from the Whistle Stop Cafe. Huge proponent of independence. Right. If I was a federalist, the last person I would have on my show was Chris Scott from the Whistle Stop Cafe. Yeah. Right. And he came out on socials yesterday and defended me. Like, why can't Berta be at the Conservative Convention? He's exactly where he needs to be. That's exactly where you need to be. Yeah. You need to be talking about and supporting Alberta independence at a Conservative convention to educate people as to why you're there.
Mhm.
If anybody from the independence movement wants to bully me for that, that says more about you than it does about me, because I'm down there and there's other separatists down there and you're down there. We're both down there doing the work,
Mhm.
right? And just because you have you think something shouldn't happen and you're part of the independence movement, it doesn't mean you own the independence movement. Now I want to get to that too. That's an important thing. Nobody owns this movement. There is no one person. Yes, we have a guy whose name is on it and he's getting the signatures. But nobody owns this.
Mhm.
This independence movement is for every single Albertan, every single person. Whether you agree or disagree, we're going to find out if we get to go and put our answer in on a ballot, right? If we get to a referendum,
Right.
we're going to get that voice. We're going to get to say something. But I don't own the movement. You know, Jeff Rath doesn't own the movement. Mitch Sylvester, well, he doesn't own the movement. My words ain't working today. You don't own the movement.
No.
Nobody in this chat watching this owns the movement. It belongs individually to everybody, standing shoulder to shoulder, not one in front of the other. And I'm like that amongst everything. You know, am I thankful and blessed that somebody had the balls to go out there and do this? Absolutely. Am I thankful and blessed that people have the balls to stand on a stage and stand up for something they believe in? Absolutely. But just because you're on a stage, or you're just as equal as the guy on the stage and the guy sitting in the chair.
Yeah.
We're all there for one common goal. We all want the same thing.
Mhm.
And that's literally why I love this movement. And I get it. It's polarizing, just like politics. People are pissed off. There's a lot of things the feds do that piss me off. There's things that Pierre Poilievre does that pisses me off too. Last election, he wasn't as strong as I thought he could be. But again, I'm going to always go back to this. I'm not turning my back on my conservative brothers and sisters.
You can disagree with
Yeah.
people.
I'm not doing it. I'm not going to follow this cult-like mentality of you're for Alberta separatism. Forget those people over there.
Yeah,
You
not gonna happen.
no longer associate with them. Who the fuck are you? Who do you think you are? You know what I mean?
Yeah, give me my Kool-Aid. I'm out of here.
Yeah. Take the fucking drink the Kool-Aid. That's how you get people off your side.
Yeah.
And I just want everybody to know.
It is, because that's where the problem happens. Sorry to interrupt you.
That's okay.
Is any of these people that are a little on the fence, maybe still have some questions,
Gone.
As soon as they see infighting or
Gone.
anything like that, they're gone.
Yeah, gone. And infighting's always going to happen, right? It always happens, and because you have difference of opinions, and that's one thing about being a conservative is when we have difference of opinions, we're very fucking vocal about it. But the thing is infighting's always going to happen. Keep it in.
That's what I mean. We're not tweeting it and
Yeah,
and
exactly.
all that stuff,
Like people are going to come at me and be like, "Well, you're doing the same thing by exposing this." No, I'm defending myself. I didn't come out and start this. This isn't something I did.
Well, and this is to anyone that's watching this that's maybe a little on the fence, is it's coming from one person. Like, we're trying to stop this to be like, you know what? This is just one person's opinion.
With a big
like,
following.
With a big following.
Yeah.
But don't listen to that garbage and just keep trying to find the answers you need.
It goes back to the same thing I said, right? Is you make your informed decision. Don't allow somebody else to make it for you.
Mm-hmm.
And don't allow yourself to be bullied into it or out of it. Because I could very easily be like, fuck this. You know what I mean? But why would I do that? I'm not going to, because I honestly believe in this, right?
Yeah.
Is it discouraging when I saw that tweet yesterday? Yeah. I wanted to fucking tweet right back. But I didn't. I was like, no, you know what? I'm going to come and explain my side on a live stream tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm going to do. And let people know that this is the work we have been doing, and that at the Conservative Convention, we've literally been only talking about Alberta independence.
Well, it just goes to show you there's always two sides to the story, right? So
there is. And people are going to chastise me for doing this. But again, I wake up in the morning and people chastise me.
It is what
people
it is.
Don't like me all the time, and people do like me all the time. There's no in between, right? This is just me defending myself. It's inappropriate. If you see stuff like this happening, call it out or DM the person. Say, enough, man. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Right? Like, I'm definitely not a federalist, but I do see the importance of still supporting the Conservative Party of Canada, because we are not an independent country yet.
No.
We are not there.
Yeah.
Like, I don't pretend. I'm not the left. I don't pretend.
Yeah.
I'm a
Let's
realist.
not put the cart before the horse, right?
Exactly. 100%. Just a reminder, guys, free shipping, promo code Alberta, orders over $200. That's only for this live stream today, by the way. Nobody else. So give her. Let's talk about this. There you go. There's a creator meetup, but I pulled the tweet from Mark Marison. It says, this is who conservatives want to replace the CBC with. And then it's got all of our pictures of the people that are going to the tweet. I know Unacceptable Fringe is not going to be there anymore, but this is just the graphic that I have. And I didn't put the graphic with Ed on there. So
I can't see that far away.
Relax.
So I was like, is Ed there?
Yeah, relax, folks. I didn't put the graphic with Ed on.
But Ed is 100% welcome.
And Marty Up North is not going to be there as well. Sorry. So I did pull the wrong graphic. So Marty Up North is not going to be there, and Unacceptable Fringe is not going to be there. So I'm not trying to advertise and go against any of their values or beliefs, because they both have publicly stated they're not going to be here. And that is their absolute choice to do so. So don't go fucking shitting on them for that. It's their choice. Right. But yeah, I'm going to be there. But yeah, this is who the conservatives want to be to replace the CBC. Well, yeah, we don't get billions of dollars in subsidies.
Yeah.
Like, the tweets are funny. Twitter is fucked. You're not even on Twitter.
I'm not on Twitter. And by the sounds of it, I don't really think I want to be on Twitter. It sounds like it's a lot. And I think I'm just going to stick with what I got.
Yeah, but your Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. BertaProudMom on all of them.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Twitter's a cesspool of leftist rhetoric. It's kind of like Instagram threads. If you ever spent 5 minutes on Instagram threads.
All of a sudden, my Instagram started just like adding things to threads.
Yeah.
And I happened to go on. I clicked on a notification and it took me in there, and just the comments, I was like, yeah, I'm out of here.
Brutal.
So
it's brutal. It's really brutal.
Like, you guys can write whatever you want. I'm not going to see it. I'm not going to respond to it.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't see the comments. We got to hook this laptop up to the big screen so then we can actually see comments. Like, maybe if I do this, get a job, you're throwing yourself under the short bus lib. Well, that must be responding to somebody. Why use it then? Oh, are people arguing in the chat? Is that what's going on? I think people are arguing in the chat. See, the laptop's too far away. What's Rita saying? Twitter is a no-go.
It's not even called Twitter anymore. So that was my question. We were talking about Twitter yesterday.
Talking to
like
Pleb.
retweeting. Yeah, we were talking to Pleb, and we're talking about retweeting. I'm like, if it's not called Twitter anymore, what's it actually called?
Yeah.
Like,
well, it's called X, but he said it's not a retweet.
It's just a repost.
A repost. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Okay, so I can't read it. So we got to find the HDMI cable to go onto the big screen. So then when we do this next time, we can read the comments, because we're old and we can't read comments
Speak for yourself.
I know. But yeah, so that's literally what I wanted to have the live stream about today, was that, because
you got some place to be or what?
Yeah. Well, I'm getting text, like, so there's this stuff going down at the conservative convention. So people want me to be there. Imagine that, right? They want me to be there for things, but we're not going to go down there till a little bit later today. We made that decision because, well, we got some content to do. We got some articles to do. You got things you want to do, I think. It's a lot of work. There's a lot of things that we got to get done, but we're going to go back down there. I just thought it was important to explain my side and have you come on, because you were part of all those discussions yesterday about independence with people from the federal Conservative Party.
Yeah.
Right. And it's important for people to know that we still support Alberta independence, no matter what somebody on social media likes to say. I was asked to go cover the event. I'm going to cover the event because we are not an independent Alberta yet. I'm not going to act like we're an independent Alberta yet. That's actually dangerous.
Yeah.
If you're going to start acting like you are before you are, that is premature, and it could really, really fuck things up. Mm-hmm. I think for sure.
I think so too.
Yeah, it's not.
So let's just play it out and see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, guys, really appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for coming to the live stream. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, put them in the comments. Send me an email. It's all good. I just want you guys to know that where I stand on this, and don't be part of a cult. There's going to be people that are going to tell you, don't hang out with your friends. Fuck them. Mm-hmm. Don't give anybody any power over you. Don't allow somebody to tell you not to support something. You can be a Conservative Party supporter and an independence guy.
You can be two things at once.
Yeah. Like the Liberals. Oh no, they only choose men or women. What did you say
No,
yesterday?
73.
Yeah, what did you say in your video yesterday? What was that?
Oh, it was if the woke seem to think there's 73 different genders, why are there only 2 gender reassignment surgery options?
Yeah, exactly. It's very.
I mean, yeah, I'm getting a little bit of hate from that now.
Of course you are. The lefties are crazy.
Yeah,
They
so-
are nuts. They are nuts. But anyway, guys, we appreciate you. Thank you for being here. You want to say anything else?
That's it.
All
Happy
right.
Saturday.
Yes, it's Saturday, not Sunday.
And if you're coming tonight, we can't wait to meet you.
Absolutely. And our very first episode of Unapologetically Conservative that we did is up on YouTube. You can go watch that. Berta Proud Dad on YouTube. You'll be able to watch it. Make sure you hit subscribe on that. All right. You guys have a good day.
Okay, bye.